All right.
Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
I am Rex. Today is Rare Whiskey Friday. Rare Whiskey Friday. We're going to go through and give first impressions on several different whiskeys. These aren't necessarily large brands. Sometimes they are. More often than not, these are going to be your smaller craft distilleries without a lot of distribution. If you should be so lucky as to live in a place where you can get your hands on these whiskeys, you're welcome for the review. And thank you to the magnificent bastards who sent the whiskey. What do we got?
So here's the thing. This is a little bit creepy.
Oh.
But this guy is Jason Saucedo, donated both of these bottles. He's a magnificent bastard.
Jesus Saucedo, you magnificent
Bastard!
Now, it was a little weird, and I don't know where he's from. It looks like California. This is a distillery in Oakland, California.
Dear Daniel, I'm currently sitting outside your house watching you through the window.
But for like 5th grade through 7th grade,
Yes.
I went to a small academy in Waco called Parkview Academy.
It's where all the rich kids went.
And my history teacher was named Mr. Saucedo.
Did you have pinky extension exercises?
Yeah. My history teacher, who was a coach,
Yes.
also taught history,
Yes.
and his name was Mr. Saucedo, and his son was Jason Saucedo. I think it's Jason. I don't think it's the same Jason Saucedo, but what are the odds?
There's probably a lot of Jason Saucedo.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
There's 80 in the greater Austin area.
You just Googled that. Okay, I'm excited about this. This is Wright and Brown Distilling Company.
Okay.
This is in California, Oakland, California.
Both of them are.
Yeah, they're making their own stuff. This is bourbon. We're going to start with the... Oh, mother son of a... We're going to start with the bourbon, if I can get this out. I can. There we go. And the glue failed on your cork, guys. And
But at least, you know what? That's actually preferable than the cork failing.
Yes, that's true.
Because then you get like corky bits. This is synthetic cork.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're not plucking that bullshit out of your whiskey at least.
All right, so they're making their own stuff. This is pot stilled bourbon. And this is batch 4, bottle 239.
Yeah.
It's ringing in at a fancy 43% alcohol.
Wow, that's a 43? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the proof surprises me. The fact that it's pot still does not, because the rich oiliness from this whiskey, this is 2 oily whiskeys in a row, because we just did whatever was on the channel yesterday, I think, unless you released them in a weird order. Yeah, it's a big old, like this sugary cherry that's just getting turned into a syrup dribbling.
Yeah, but at the end of that, there's a
funk.
musty funk.
There's a funk, yeah. But
What is it? Sweet, though.
the cherry note leads the way, though. The cherry note is dominating, and then behind it is like this musty funk.
What I love about them is they have said everything about what they're doing, including the barrels.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's very, yeah.
the grains are California, Midwest, Humboldt County, Sacramento Valley. Malt from California, Germany, and Ireland. Mash bill is 65% corn, 23 rye, 12 barley. The woods they're using are number 3 char, 53 gallon and 30 gallon.
That is a
From
honey.
ISC.
It's a honey in it, like a maraschino cherry for me.
And Seguin, Moro, and Napa Valley.
And I'm getting less of that mustiness the more I go back to it on the nose. The more that cherry just starts dominating for me.
There is a sweetness to this that would make me swear that it was wine finished.
I'm attributing it to like a maraschino cherry presentation of like a bourbon cherry.
But they're saying it's all new American note. There's no finishing in this.
Yeah, that's a honey and a really intense, sweet, bright red maraschino cherry. Oily mouthfeel. Oh,
It's a little thin, though.
Well, hold on. Remember the proof.
notes.
Remember the proof.
Right.
This is like low 40s. That much flavor for low 40s. It's more flavor than I think that proof deserves. The barrel is what surprised me on the taste.
Yeah, it's a little barrel bitter at the very end.
Yeah. So, but it's still that cherry, that oily mouthfeel still carries through at that low proof.
Huh. Yeah. All right, well, set that aside. Remember, this is First Impressions Day.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll move on. Honestly, if you like that cherry note, then you'll really dig that one.
Okay, so now this is their malt.
Okay.
And their malt details are California, Washington State, and Irish malts. Now, they did a great job of labeling this whiskey distilled from malt mash, which is because...
Well, okay.
I'm guessing,
Okay.
because they probably use used oak barrels
Okay.
instead of new oak, which would make it more of a Scottish style malt.
I'm just glancing at the labels here, and it's so busy. There's so much going on here. Are they given like the details that you're talking about? Did you get off the label or
No,
website?
I got off their website.
What's on the label? What's all
their
of
label
that?
is a lot of stuff too.
Wow. Okay, because whiskey nerds will eat it up with a spoon.
Yeah, this is 4+ years old. That's bottled in bond right there. But I'm guessing they're using used oak barrels for their malt to make it more Scottish style.
No, hold on.
Oh, that is.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That is. Yeah, it's vine. There's a flowering vine that's not honeysuckle, and that's what this is reminding me of.
It's nice.
It's because it's green. It smells like green, dense foliage.
Yeah.
But with a flowering note.
And yes, it's that natural, sweet flowering.
This is heavily perfumed.
It's
density.
And again, I don't think we're talking about a fruity sweetness. I think we're talking about like a floral, natural sweetness. But to that point, I don't want to say green because I don't want to give the sense of like grass and vegetation.
No.
It's not grass.
It's
It's
not
not
new
yeah.
or piney or
Right.
sap.
It's fresh and clean and bright and spring.
It reminds me of living in Hawaii and going into like the more jungle side of the island.
Yeah.
Where you get this like dense, deep green foliage smell, but with flower perfume notes.
I would say like 80% really perfumey of flowers, and then like in 20% a chlorophyll atmosphere. Like you're in this really thick
I'm excited to try this.
foliage. Oh, it's beautiful.
Ooh,
Yeah.
mint chocolate.
I can see what you're. Yeah.
Have you ever eaten ice cream and mint chocolate, and then at the very end you get like one of the pieces of chocolate still stuck in your teeth, and so you like bite down on it, but the ice cream's gone.
Yeah.
And so you just get the little flake of chocolate.
Yeah.
That's what it's reminding me of.
Yeah, that's like a nice mint chocolate. It's a slightly different presentation of the sweetness on the taste and the nose, but I still like it.
It is I think it's a very different animal on the palate.
And some baking spices start to show up on the taste.
That is a whiskey made for whiskey drinkers.
It is. Yeah, I really like that.
That is not an introductory whiskey.
And this is going to be a pretty low proof too. What are we? I mean, there's so much stuff.
50. It's bottled in bond.
Oh, 50. Nice. Okay.
Okay, so I am going to clear some of your glassware out of the way.
You don't tell me what to do.
You're not my mom. Okay.
You don't tell me what to do.
This one. These next two, I should get them both out at the same time. I'm actually very excited about. But these are both from Sam Gallimore, a magnificent bastard.
Sam Gallimore, you magnificent.
Bastard.
So this is the Virginia Distilling Company,
Okay.
who we like because they were doing all kinds of interesting blending with actual malt whiskey from Scotland mixed with stuff they had made.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Right. Remember they got in trouble with S&WS for like the Highland thing, Highlands.
Yeah.
But there's Virginia Highlands. I'm
I
just saying.
I appreciate people coloring outside the lines every now and then.
Yeah, these guys, I've just been a fan of their whole vibe in general. But what I'm about to read you is going to sound familiar, and I want you to tell me if you think you recognize the familiarity from the same place. These guys are making their malt whiskey.
Wait a minute. Did they do it? Did they do it? Did they do the thing? This says magnetic fiddly bit.
Yeah, you can probably melt that off.
Wait,
But it's recessed.
you're screwing with me.
It doesn't fall off.
Look, because I've had that exact same idea.
Yeah.
Like a fiddly bit. One, we've tried this on bottles before, and if you don't have that,
You have to have the custom by like Monkey Shoulder.
if you don't have a
to build it in.
recessed insert in the glass, then the coin, that like the metal thing, takes too much impact, and eventually it just gets worn away and it falls off. But this is recessed, and I'm thinking, my God, wouldn't it be amazing if that was magnetic on one
I
side?
got that one off for you.
Did you get it off? Where'd you look at that? It's magnet.
Is it a magnet?
It is. Okay. Wait.
There's the other one.
Okay. We need.
It's not magnetic on the other one.
Whoa, wait.
It's sticky but not magnetic.
Is this? I need real metal. It is, you dickhole.
It is?
Look. Totally.
No. Are you sure it's magnetic and it's not just the adhesive? I think it's just the adhesive.
You're still a dickhole.
No, I think the other one looks like a magnet.
I don't know, man.
Either way.
Wait, is this real metal?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it to where it would just. I think it may just be the sticky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't know. But anyways.
But nice look. They got the little insets to keep the thing to keep it locking in.
Yes, we're getting.
This is cool.
We
Sorry.
We like fiddly bits.
Okay, so here's the thing. Does this sound familiar? And if so, where does it sound familiar? They're making their malt. They're filling 3 different kinds of barrels with the malt: bourbon, sherry, and cuvee casks, which is a European red wine. And then they are mixing those barrels together for their final malt product. Who does that sound like?
I don't know.
Waterford. Remember when we went to Waterford and he was like, we fill every single distillation run into 4 kinds of barrels?
Oh.
Remember that?
But were they blending them at the
Yeah, the goal was that they now have all these flavor choices to create their
so
single
ingredients
malt
in the
profile.
pantry, that's right.
Yeah.
In the pantry, they can choose the different things.
Virginia's doing the same thing.
Right on.
Now, they worked with Dr. Jim Swan, the sort of whiskey badass.
Well, the thing that Waterford's doing that I doubt they're doing is the traceability.
Farm to farm.
Like every time you get a bottle, you can tell you that was the farmer. Here's the latitude and longitude of where that grain was grown in Ireland. And
But they're doing the aging similar, which is cool.
Yeah.
So the difference between these two, my understanding just from looking it up, is that the Prelude is this, but like a sneak peek.
Okay.
Like, here's what we're going to be coming out with, guys.
Sure.
And then this is like the official
That's
release.
talking my point.
So I'm going to start with the sneak peek.
Fine.
But I think it's the same whiskey.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see how their sneak peek compares to their bulk large release.
That is like I'm getting like a butterscotch vibe on that.
Oh,
Like
there
a
is that
caramel,
new
like a-
make funk.
Like a caramel butterscotch for me.
I'm getting the same. I'm getting that same young, early new make funk that we have on our single malt.
I'm assuming it's younger because you said sneak peek. Is there an age on this at all? It's 46% ABV, and no age, I reckon. Yeah, so sneak peek means it's going to be younger, new makey, a little bit musty, but I see it going in the direction of
Minimum of 3 years.
butterscotch caramel.
Minimum of 3 years old. That's surprising.
Yeah.
It does not smell 3 years old.
It's a little bit more new makey than.
I wonder if Virginia has a closer climate to Scotland.
Well, and I mean, depending on how they're storing their barrels, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's basically just a roof and an open air type of deal, or you can have it climate controlled and hardly any effect from the.
There's this slightly sour malt mustiness to it.
That new makey quality is there, but I see the direction of a butterscotch and a caramel starting to come into its own.
Oh, that palate is nice. Slight honey with a little bit of a peppery zing towards the ending of it.
Yeah. Oh, I got a little bit of a fruity ding. Mm-hmm. Bing, right towards the end there.
I wonder if the funk is coming from the sherry cask and not the new make. Even though it's presenting as like the directionality of a new make, I wonder if it's the funkiness, mustiness of sherry that's...
Is it the finish of the taste that's leading you down that path? Because there is that sherry finish, that kind of dark fruity quality.
So I'm thinking that musty note that we're finding is not young, it's sherry. Let's set that one aside and try their main release.
I actually like that. I mean, going into it knowing it's going to be a younger type of whiskey, but still 3 years.
Well, not for the U.S.
Yeah, 3 years in the States, you can get some big old flavors out of that.
All right, this is in theory the same thing, but their larger release.
Going fresh.
And the nose is really matched.
Yeah, it's a little bit more rich.
It's a little bit more wine cask
Yeah, and
more butterscotchy.
what is?
Pears. There's like this sweetened pear.
Okay, yeah. I can see that. But it definitely has a bit more evolution to the flavors.
More fruit.
Yeah, is it the same proof? This is 46 ABV. That's 46. Okay.
Oh. Ooh, that's zingy. What is that?
So I was getting more of a direction of a butterscotch caramel in this thing.
Yeah.
But it
comparatively.
ends up turning into more of a fruitiness.
Yeah, but with a little zing in there. It's a weird spice.
Zingy?
Zingy.
It's McCormick. Zingy. Get the
How's that feel?
It's really smooth. My
It's a
God.
weird feeling, isn't it?
Like it just touched a stiff cock. It's just
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like hard on. And you got that smooth skin on.
Dan.
Your head feels like a hard on.
Sorry.
It feels like a hard on. I'm just putting it out there. No, I'm gonna be remembering that. Like recently, you told an episode about how you have this like
The tongue, and the cloth.
the cloth, and you have this like visceral, the whole body response, like you're getting goosebumps.
Yeah.
That was a little bit traumatic, right there. And like if I could take it back, I would take it back so much. Oh, I don't need that kind of first-hand knowledge of what
of a head caress. Well, this took a weird turn.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Virginia.
Let's talk more about the fiddly bits. My God, anything else?
I like this one better.
I do. It didn't end up going where I thought it was going to go based on this. Yeah, and maybe because of the cast that it was being finished in.
And I think I'm not getting any of that new makey malt note in this one, which makes me think that that's not what I was getting in this one, that I was actually getting the impact of the sherry more than I was getting the age.
Fair enough. Here's dividing, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us.
Like, do you have like a wipe or something?